Settler scholars' engagement with decolonizing teaching practices and centering Indigenous knowledges in Canadian higher education. The University of Calgary is located on the traditional territories of the people of the Treaty 7 region in southern Alberta, which includes the Blackfoot Confederacy, comprised of the Siksika, Piikani, and Kainai First Nations, as well as the Tsuut'ina First Nation and the Stoney Nakoda, which includes the Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Goodstoney First Nations. The City of Calgary is also home to the Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. Recognizing and lamenting the harms of settler colonialism, as a non-Indigenous settler Canadian, I seek ways to build new relationships with Indigenous people based on gratitude, respect, truth-telling, and justice. Anthony is an English professor who identifies as a settler, queer, gay man from a working-class background. He was involved only in the seminar-style reading and discussion group component of the FLC, Faculty Learning Community, because he was unavailable to join the experiential land-based component of the Faculty Learning Community program. However, outside of the FLC program, Anthony sought out and participated in land-based learning with Indigenous colleagues and wrote extensively about those experiences. The circle. Anthony says to me, I did to some extent use a circle. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Here's what I can tell you about using the circle in the university classroom. First, the classrooms are square. Second, they have rows. And third, they want you to put the desks back in the square, in the rows. So you've got 5 to 10 minutes that's gone reorganizing the furniture. And here's the other thing. If it's a movable desk and you want them to sit in a circle, well, now you have nothing to write on. Anthony sighs, exasperated. So the students are like, do we need to know this? Anthony throws his hands in the air and laughs. He goes on. The students are sitting there, anxious, worrying. They're wondering if they're going to be tested on this, all in the name of indigenization. I mean, seriously, who wants to do that, causing all that anxiety? Here we are with our tried and true, enlightenment-tested approaches to teaching, which are linear, which are written, which are often in print. They've been told everything they need to learn is going to be on a board, on an overhead, online, or on a PowerPoint slide. And then we put students in a circle because we want to do the right thing. We want to indigenize. And we say, now we're going back to oral culture. We know you don't know anything about learning that way, but here we are. And we say, actually, you're going to have to listen and you're going to have to interpret this for yourself and you're going to have to make meaning. Oh, and that meaning may not come today and it may not come later. And guess what? I'm not even going to ask you that on the exam because that's what they really want to know. Is this going to be on the exam? So there's your paradigm. That's where decolonization and indigenization hit the road and come into conflict. Reflective prompts. What unsettled you as you were listening to Anthony's story, The Circle? What does it mean for non-Indigenous settler educators to incorporate Indigenous pedagogies in their or our teaching practices? What action is important for you to take at this time to develop your decolonizing practices? Thank you for joining me on this storying journey. If you would like to read more of Anthony's stories and/or a more fulsome analysis of this study, you can refer to the study entitled Towards Decolonizing and Indigenizing Teaching and Curricular Practices in Canadian Higher Education, a narrative inquiry into settler academics' experiences by Julie Mooney. That's me. I'll add the link to that file in the comment below the YouTube video. It is accessible for free download under a Creative Commons license through the University of Alberta Educational Research Archives. Thanks very much.